welcome back. So, I think what my plan is for this game playthrough is whenever I do like a priority mission, I will check with the crew, run around the galaxy finding any assets on the map, then I'll probably visit the Citadel. So this bit's going to be a little bit long-winded because it's going to be more about talking to characters and finding out what's going on and triggering lots of submissions. So, first things first. Yep, so military strength is slowly building up. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapons systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
Would inquire how he's adapting to his new situation.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I can relate to that.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
Well, I'll do for now.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Anyone else around here? Nope, not really.
Commander, Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to Deck 3.
Okay. Slight change of plans then.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on Deck 3.
See if you can get to Edie. I'll check the AI core.
AI core. If I remember correctly, it's this way. Okay. Oh yeah. Reassign. Engineer Adams.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow your
Joe,
lead.
what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire, or something.
I'm going in. Edie, talk to me.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
I think we should ask what's going on.
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
That was dangerous.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Test it first.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
Okay, so new crew member, possibly, depends how you look at it. But the other thing about this game is you have to keep checking in with certain people because they may give you a mission or something to go off on, and it all kind of helps. So there's going to be possibly jump cuts in here where I go between each person, and if there's nothing new, I just will drop that bit. So let's see here first.
All good here, Commander.
Well, that was pretty simple, wasn't it? Who else? I think we've got Garrus up here. Talking about calibrations and things, so...
2 of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
Garrus, didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
I don't know. I definitely think this isn't going to be easy.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
Let's see. So, let's just ignore the family bit. Well, actually, yeah, why not?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
Let's see what he thinks our chances are.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in CSEC. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
No doubt.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
Let's ask about his team that he formed. This be the second team that he formed, I think.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for CSEC, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
That makes one hell of a story.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at CSEC, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
Did he have any results?
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
Which brings us back to the Primarch.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Okay, so that's Garrus again. Living in with the cannons, as he normally does. So, as we're on this deck...
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Yeah, so... Oh, we have got upgrades. So, weapon kit. damage. Remains a Reaper. Don't really see a point in store discount, so just power recharge. Okay. Let's have a look. Ooh. Alliance interrogation record server operative. Alliance interrogator. Check out these implants she's got jammed in her face. Interrogator 2. She's awake. Cerberus operative. Unintelligible. 2. Hello. Do you know where you are? Unintelligible. 1. You know how much goddamn trouble you're in? 2. Hey, ease up, listen, you're in trouble. Not going to lie, but it doesn't mean we can't work something out. If you help us, we can. Explosion. 1. Are you okay? 2. I'm okay. But holy hell, she's dead. What? The whole front of her face is gone. Some kind of ocular flashbang? Well, shit. Is everyone in Cerberus rigged to go up like that? Damn. The things this Promethean must have seen. If they had the technology to preserve someone for 50,000 years, no wonder they're capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him time to get his bearings, but goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much? I'm not sure what to make of Javak. I approached him while we were travelling to a different system, but he wasn't very inclined to talk. What little he does say concerns the Reapers and our possible failure. Is he simply a soldier mourning his people, or is it a fundamentally difference in cultures? Let's see if Liara's got anything new.
Hello again, Shepard.
Well, that's handy.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
Okay, never mind.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Okay, so that's most stuff done here. Just check the map. 6 and 7 are empty. Yeah, they are. So, engineering would be next. Let's have a look. Oh. See if his...
You're saying they survived into this cycle?
Yes. We called them Collectors. They fought for the Reapers. For a long time, no one knew they were Prothean.
And when did you realize?
Shepard had no choice but to kill the ones he encountered. They were all indoctrinated, and had been for a long time. I'm sorry.
I am grateful. It was an act of mercy.
Yes. I suppose it was.
Let's see if Javak has anything to say.
I am feeling better, Commander. I stand ready to fight.
That's a no. Okay, so let's just do the other side as well.
Have you seen our newest crew member?
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So yeah, I've seen him. Just wondering.
Okay, let's talk about, well, talk to this lady.
Whose mech was that? She has got some curves.
Okay, so she's fascinated with Edie. There's no one downstairs. Let's see if Adams has anything there.
Commander.
No, he just likes saying my name. Well, my title. Okay, so Shuttle Bay. And we're missing this guy. we have got him. Let's just have a skizzy round. Okay, let's see if he wants to talk.
What the hell's up with Edie?
She's found a new home, I guess.
A super hot, sexy home. You take her on a mission, I'm gonna be just a little bit distracted.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
The nice bit about the dialogue system is if they have anything to say, they kind of open with it, which makes it really easy to keep track. There you are.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
Let's ask if he gets rest.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
Well, don't work too hard is actually a good option. You need to be rested for the battle.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, the reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think that might force me down a romantic path, so we'll just leave it as the choice is yours.
Do what you need, but it might help.
I'll think about it. Thanks.
Okay, so that's pretty much these areas covered. Just leaves the CIC and war room and bridge. Okay, Taylor's got something suspicious.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I did not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
We'll help.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer. Good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Okay, see? New mission for us to do. So let's go and check out Joker and Edie. or just... Oh, no, they're both here. Let's start with Joker.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it? Look at that! I would've baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
Okay, so that's Joker. Now Edie.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions, if I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
I expect good judgment.
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
It's up to you to choose a path.
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Okay. So that's pretty much the entire ship gone through, gone round.
Commander, you have a message from Lieutenant Commander Williams. She must be feeling better.
Okay. Lots of reading time. Oh my god, yes. Okay. From Aria, I have a proposition for you, Shepard. You won't want to pass it up. I'm in a nightclub at the Citadel called Purgatory. Don't make me wait too long. From Ashley, Commander, I don't know how to say this. Yadina wants me to be a Spectre. Crazy, I know. I'm not a big fan of Yadina, but you can make a Spectre thing happen. He's pressing me for an answer, but I don't know what to tell him. I'm too sore to get out of bed, and this gets dropped on me. I told him I'll think about it. If you find yourself near the Citadel, drop by the hospital. I'm getting a little stir crazy here. From Blocked, Commander, my name is Tordum Bull. I'm with Special Tactics and Recon. While some still have concerns about your past activities with Cerberus, many of us at the STNR took your warning seriously about the Reapers. I'm reaching out to you because I have information that could tie agents with significant political power to the Reapers. If you have time to meet, Citadel Emissary, I'll appreciate. Okay. Is this address valid, Shepard? I've called and I've sent messages. I've gotten no response with Earth's common system out. I don't expect this to get through either, but I heard a rumour the Normandy doctor at the Citadel. Are you alive? I'm at Herta Memorial Hospital under the name of Tanonora. Please excuse the monk of this email's encryption. In my line of work, it's unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I'm not in good health. we should meet before circumstances force us to part again. Okay. Commander, there's an Alliance researcher working by the name of Dr. Garrett Bryson. Need to meet with him right away. Dr. Bryson has uncovered important new information about the Reapers that could have direct bearing on the war. I'm officially directing you to the support of his efforts at the first possible opportunity. Please visit Byron's laboratory on the Citadel at once. And Aria, come see me, Shepard. I've something important to discuss. It's sensitive. We need privacy. I'll arrange all that soon. In the meantime, come see me at the Citadel. Aptly named Purgatory. I have a few ideas for you and your war. So, a few more bits. Getting there. So, let's get ready. So this bit, very, very straightforward. We go planet cruising again, because we're going to have a few more locations, I hope. Diplomats, that's 100. Rescue the students. Kite's Nest, that's at 100. Maybe not, that's still at 100. Strike Abysses at 0. Minos Wasteland is at 0. Okay. Let's have a look here. See if there's anything that we can find. It's not encouraging.
Signal confirmed.
Good though. Though Peters has a combination of features that make terraforming a possibility. The rights to the planet have been tied up in Citadel Council courts for the past 9 years. The running joke is that the time the Council finally gives the go-ahead to colonise the planet, Peters would have already evolved life its own. Home to comfortable temperatures and mild atmosphere, and mostly of nitrogen and argon, Peter could be inhabited with the addition of oxygen-producing cyanobacteria. Its crust is high in silicates and carbon, allowing for easy fabrication of construction materials. Smugglers, pirates, and unregistered starships sometimes touch down on Peter's loan to make repairs. Let's find the probe. There you go. Credits. We did all that for credits and only 50%. Ooh. Fuel. And
Faster than light jump successful.
Okay. Strike Abysser. So we can go out here. Let's try Uriel Rust. Oh, I like this. A couple of these things very close to each other. So if I maneuver that.
I found something.
Yep, that did the trick. Phallosphere is a planet capable of supporting life if the life happens to breathe ammonia. Discovered by the Asari explorers, the planet was used as a bargaining chip by the Citadel Council, who quickly drafted a colonization agreement with its wealthy client race, the Volus. The Council would fund the Volus colonization efforts in return for massive trade benefits. With uncharacteristic enthusiasm, an enormous Volus influx ensued, and the Council reaped the economic benefits of a dozen years before the colonization bubble burst. The Reapers found Tullius Vey, Easy Prey, an independent planet which had a defence fleet only sufficient to handle small-scale actions. Its high population and industrial base, once a deterrent to war and the other terminus system worlds, has only severed it to attract a larger number of Reapers than normal. Okay. So Reaper presence is pretty high here. 50%. Oh, okay. Where's the field? Come on. Okay.
Evasion
So we did
successful.
that.
Reapers
that.
eluded.
Then we rob the fuel. And that system's so broken. the
Faster
fact
than
that you
light
can
jump
keep doing
successful.
that. So we head back to the mass relay. So there's going to be 2 here.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, bonus. Let's grab that. Not much fuel, but it helps. And planet. Banavan is a large dense planet named for Volus, god of punishment. Its crust is rich in uranium, eroded by the winds to create large radioactive dust storms across the surface. The Volus of Talasfar have explored the planet thoroughly with space probes and telepresent robo mining machines, and discovered that they are not the first to exploit the planet. Plastics from the mining station, approximately 50,000 years old, can be found near the planet's equator. Curiously, the mines nearby were not tapped out of uranium ore. They're instead abandoned at the height of the operation. So something happened. And what do we win? Credits. Well, more than what I had. So let's hop back here. So that's 100. That's 100. That's not started. That's 100. Okay. So we've got 2 definite missions, but I think the next place to be hitting is going to be the Citadel. And on that note, I'm going to wrap this one up. Hope you all had enjoyed it. Have a good one. See you next time.